Greetings and welcome back to our channel American Legends Losses. This Saturday we've put together a list of well-known actors that passed away today in this memorial video. Those exceptional individuals who, regrettably, passed away today. Even if they had a profound influence on their disciplines, my condolences go out to the family and all of the backers. I'm hoping you managed to sleep. Please show your love by giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel. Luther Kent born Kent Rowell on June 23, 1948, in New Orleans, Louisiana. Luther Kent was a well-known American blues singer who became a renowned figure in the New Orleans music scene thanks to his deep, strong voice and captivating stage presence. Kent was greatly impacted by the lively sounds of blues, jazz, and R&B that surrounded him from a young age, growing up in a city rich in musical history. He started singing when he was a youngster and soon became well known for his powerful vocal range and capacity to emote deeply through his songs. When Kent joined the band Cold Grits in the 1970s, they became well known and eventually became Luther Kent Trickbag. This group gained popularity for its upbeat fusion of New Orleans R&B and swinging blues. Their performances were enhanced by a full horn section, which gave them a unique and thrilling sound. Luther Kent Trickbag performed in prestigious venues and festivals, such as the New Orleans Jazz Heritage Festival, and soon developed a devoted fan base in New Orleans and beyond. Kent's voice enthralled audiences and cemented his status as one of the best blues vocalists of his period. It was frequently likened to that of famous blues singers like Bobby Blue Bland and Ray Charles. Luther Kent further cemented his reputation as a musical icon by working with many of the biggest names in blues, jazz, and rock during his career. Among others, he shared the stage with B.B. King, Dr. John, and the Neville Brothers. Kent became a highly sought-after performer and recording artist due to his ability to effortlessly blend genres and infuse his performances with genuine passion. His critically acclaimed recordings, world-class The Bobby Bland Songbook, and It's in the Bag, demonstrated his extraordinary talent. Luther Kent gained popularity on radio in addition to his records and live engagements. In the latter part of his career, he presented Luther's House Party, a Saturday program that was well-liked on WBRH. Kent was able to share his passion for music with a larger audience through the event, which featured stories from his storied career, along with an eclectic blend of blues, jazz, and R&B. At the age of 76, Luther Kent passed away in New Orleans on August 16, 2024, leaving behind a rich legacy that still serves as an inspiration to fans and musicians alike. Future generations will cherish his contributions to the blues and New Orleans music, and those who had the honor of hearing him perform will always feel his soulful, passionate voice. Tyler Hates Life born Tyler Bennett on September 15, 1995. Tyler Hates Life is an American musician most recognized for his distinctive fusion of electronic, alternative rock, and emo. Tyler, who comes from a small Ohio town, experienced a difficult upbringing that stoked his love of music as an outlet and a means of self-expression. His early life was characterized by mental health issues, which had a big impact on his choice of artistic direction. In his teens, he started composing and recording music, taking cues from musicians such as Nine Inch Nails, My Chemical Romance, and Blink-182. Tyler took on the nickname Tyler Hates Life at the beginning of the 2010s, a name that perfectly captured his reflective and frequently melancholic lyrical themes. His song immediately became popular on social media and music streaming services thanks to its unadulterated emotion and do-it-yourself production style. Expanding fan base responded well to songs like Lonely Nights and Broken Mirrors, because they could relate to Tyler's open depiction of existential dread, anxiety, and sadness. His sound was a smooth blend of electronic beats, melancholy melodies, and gritty guitar riffs that made him stand out in the alternative music industry. Tyler Hates Life's ability to establish a very intimate connection with his listeners was a major factor in his climb to prominence. His songs gave voice to people who felt alone or misunderstood by frequently delving into themes of hopelessness, heartbreak, and introspection. Tyler continued to be real and involved with his fans despite his rising fame, frequently expressing his own experiences and hardships on social media. For those who took comfort in his words as much as for himself, his music evolved into a kind of therapy. Dark Days, Bright Nights, Tyler's debut album, was widely praised by critics when it was released in 2018. The album, which had songs that examined a variety of emotions and musical genres, demonstrated his development as an artist. After the album's release, Tyler started a string of tours, giving close-quarters performances where he could interact with his fans. His reputation as an engaging and real artist was further cemented by the passion and emotional depth of his live performances. Sadly, Tyler Bennett, who was 28 years old, passed away on August 14, 2024. His passing stunned the music industry and his followers, who lamented the passing of a gifted musician who had positively impacted countless lives. Tyler Hates Life's music continues to inspire and resonate with people who face life's obstacles, carrying on his legacy. His voice, which is both lovely and eerie, is nevertheless a potent reminder of the transformational power of art on the human spirit. Senhor Abravanel, born on December 12, 1930, in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Senhor Abravanel, better known by his full name, Sylvio Santos, came from a poor background. Hard work and dedication were characteristics instilled in him by his parents, who were Jewish immigrants from Greece and Turkey. Santos shone an entrepreneurial flair at an early age, selling goods on the streets of Rio de Janeiro to raise money for his family. He finally made his way to radio, where he started off as an announcer in the early 1950s because to his charisma and sales skills. This was the start of an incredible career that would make him one of the most adored and powerful media personalities in Brazil. When Santos made the switch from radio to television in the 1960s, his innate gift for comedy took off. He went on to become a television personality, presenting a range of programs that featured humor, games, and audience interaction. His most well-known show, Programa Sylvio Santos, aired for decades on Brazilian television, winning over millions of people and becoming a mainstay. Santos became well known throughout Brazil thanks to his entertaining style and friendly, approachable demeanor that endeared him to listeners. In addition to being a charismatic actor, Sylvio Santos was a brilliant businessman. He established Grupo Sylvio Santos in 1958, a conglomerate that would eventually encompass many companies, chief among them SBT Sistema Brasileiro de Televisão. After its 1981 launch, SBT swiftly overtook Rede Globo as Brazil's second-largest television network. The success of SBT was largely due to Santos's leadership and business sense, as he developed a devoted following and brought in cutting-edge programming. Grupo Sylvio Santos expanded into industries like finance, real estate, and retail, further strengthening his position as one of Brazil's most influential and affluent people. His impact went beyond television. Sylvio Santos was a cultural icon. In addition to being a media tycoon, generations of Brazilians were inspired by his journey of rags to riches, and he received multiple prizes and distinctions for his contributions to the entertainment business. Santos maintained a strong connection to his heritage despite his success, frequently projecting an image of himself as a regular guy who accomplished remarkable things with perseverance and hard work. At the age of 93, Sylvio Santos departed from this life on August 17, 2024. His passing signaled the end of an era in Brazilian television and had a significant national impact. As a trailblazing media magnate and adored TV personality, Santos' legacy endures because to the several companies he started and the innumerable lives he altered via his career. His life story serves as a tribute to the strength of tenacity, inventiveness, and the timeless attraction of real, true entertainment. Gataivasa Afa Emituana, I. Arthur Anoa. I was a Samoan-American professional wrestler and manager, born on November 21, 1942, in American Samoa. Renowned for his partnership with his brother Liti Sika. Anoa I is half of the renowned tag team The Wild Samoans. Afa Anoa I was a significant figure in the professional wrestling industry. Afa was raised in a traditional Samoan home and assiduously assimilated the cultural traditions that would later shape his character in wrestling. After relocating to the U.S. in the late 1960s, Afa started his professional wrestling career, first learning under his family member and fellow Samoan wrestling legend Peter Mahivia. He wrestled in a number of smaller promotions throughout his early career, but it was his collaboration with his brother Sika that made him well known. In the 1970s and early 1980s, Efa and Sika, as the Wild Samoans, rose to prominence as one of the most formidable and prosperous tag teams in professional wrestling. They were well known for their untamed, wild personalities. They frequently went into the ring barefoot and using unusual strategies to scare their rivals. Their distinct look, along with their charisma and innate athleticism, made them a formidable force in the tag team scene. The WWF Tag Team Championship was among the many titles won by the Wild Samoans, which they won 3 times. Their accomplishments made them one of the all-time best tag teams and opened the door for more Samoan wrestlers in the future. Afa was crucial to the growth of the Anoa'i I dynasty, which went on to become one of the most powerful families in wrestling. Beyond his successes in the ring, Afa's work as a teacher and mentor had a significant impact on the direction the wrestling business would take. In the 1980s, he founded the Wild Samoan Training Center, where he trained a number of future celebrities, including Batista, Rikishi, and his nephews, the Usos. He gained a great deal of respect in the wrestling industry for his dedication to mentoring and nurturing emerging talent. Beyond the purely athletic components of wrestling, Afa was renowned for teaching his students self-control, respect, and the value of cultural identity. At the age of 81, Afa Anoa'i I passed away on August 16, 2024. In the world of professional wrestling, he was not just a cherished performer but also a respected mentor and an esteemed elder statesman. His passing signaled the end of an era for many. The innumerable wrestlers that Afa trained and the Wild Samoans' lasting influence on professional wrestling are testaments to his legacy. He is known for being a trailblazer who elevated Samoan culture in the wrestling community and for being the driving force behind one of the most famous families in the history of the sport. George William Shank was an American television writer and producer who was born in New York City on February 12, 1942. His contributions to the industry left a lasting impression. Shank's love of storytelling from an early age inspired him to work in the entertainment business. Following his graduation, he relocated to Los Angeles and started a career in television, a medium that would enable him to realize his artistic aspirations early on in his career. Shank wrote scripts for a number of television series and films. One of his most well-known early credits is the 1976 film Future World, which is a follow-up to the science fiction masterpiece Westworld. His ability to develop compelling stories and nuanced characters came through fast, and he kept establishing himself in the film industry. His flexibility as a writer was demonstrated in the 1974 TV movie The Phantom of Hollywood, which he co-wrote and combined elements of mystery and thriller. But Shank's contributions to the enduring television series NCIS were what really solidified his reputation in the field. In the first season of NCIS, Shank joined the cast in 2003 and soon established himself as a key player in the program's success. He collaborated on projects with Frank Cardia, with whom he had a long-lasting creative partnership. They co-wrote several of the show's episodes, which influenced the tone, aesthetic, and character arc. Shank joined NCIS as showrunner in 2016, and he stayed in that position until 2018. He oversaw the show's growth and sustained its position as one of the most viewed television programs. Throughout his time as showrunner, Shank was committed to maintaining the fundamental features of the show while bringing in new characters and storylines that kept viewers interested. His ability to strike a balance between the show's procedural elements and captivating character-driven plots was a major contributor to its continuous success. Shank was well liked in the business for his professionalism, originality, and mentoring even outside of his job on NCIS. He was renowned for encouraging authors and actors to work together on sets and sharing their thoughts and viewpoints throughout his career. He received multiple accolades and nominations for his contributions to television. On August 3, 2024, George William Shank, who was 82 years old, passed away. A gifted and significant character in the television industry passed away with him. The innumerable television shows that Shank contributed to and the influence he had on his colleagues' careers ensure that his legacy endures. His long effect on television is demonstrated by the fact that his work, especially on NCIS, continues to inspire and amuse viewers worldwide. Sir Anthony Hopkins, born in Margam, Wales on December 31st, 1937, Sir Anthony Hopkins is a renowned actor recognized for his impactful roles in both theater and cinema. Hopkins has received several honors during the course of his six-decade career, including 2 Academy Awards for Best Actor, mostly because of his legendary performance as Hannibal Lecter in The Silence of the Lambs. Being one of the most respected performers in the world, he has gained recognition for his versatility and powerful presence on screen. Hopkins has been candid in recent years on his health issues, especially his battle with alcoholism, which he conquered in the late 1970s. He has said that becoming sober allowed him to completely embrace his trade and lead a better life, which was a turning point in both his personal and professional life. Hopkins is getting on in years, but he still puts in a lot of work and has a strong work ethic. But in 2024, worries about his health started to emerge. According to reports, Hopkins had been coping with health problems associated to aging, such as difficulties with his mobility, which made him more cautious about his work schedule. Even though he is still working in the business, his health issues have served as a reminder to admirers of the toll that aging can have on even the most gifted individuals.